theater isn't built to withstand what's coming!
I got you! Extreme weather is getting worse all over the world. And what we're doing could help save thousands of lives. Hang on!
Look out! Hey! Come on!
Do you ever see anything like this?
Never.
Hold on!
예, 안녕하세요. 저 트위스터스 감독 정이삭입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 작년에 개봉한 영화 콘크리트 유토피아를 연출한 엄태화라고 합니다. 오늘 이렇게 만나뵙게 돼서 너무 영광이라고 생각합니다.
반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. 네. 저는 아직 이걸 극장에서 보지는 못했는데 극장에서 빨리 보고 싶다는 생각이 들 정도로 너무 재밌게 봤고요. 기존의 어떤 재난 영화이긴 하지만 그 재난 영화에서 조금 더 인간이 보이는 영화였다고 생각을 하고 그 부분이 되게 이 영화를 유니크하게 만드는 지점이 있었다고 생각합니다. 너무 재밌게 잘 봤습니다.
Yeah, I've watched Concrete Utopia as well. I wish I could have seen it in a movie theater, but I found it to be very thought-provoking. I thought it was so intelligently done, and I also thought the acting was really incredible. I've been a big fan of Lee Byung-hun, and I think this is one of the best performances I've seen of his as well. So I really feel you did wonderful work with that, and it also felt like a human story. So I thought that was very wonderful too.
그러니까 미나리라는 영화를 만드신 감독님이 이렇게 큰 블록버스터 영화를 만들었다고 해서 처음엔 좀 이렇게 변화가 되게 크다라는 느낌을 받았었는데 영화를 보고 나서는 이게 결국은 같은 선상에 있는 영화구나라는 거를 느낄 수 있었거든요. 그런 부분이 좀 되게 재밌게 느껴졌던 것 같아요.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm so glad that you found that to be similar. I think the first question I'm often asked is, how did you go from Minari to this movie? But for me, like when I took this project on, everybody, the producers and the studios asked me to make this movie the way that I would want to make the movie. So I felt a lot of freedom in doing that.
제가 이 영화를 볼 때 느낀 것 중에 하나가 그 오클라호마라는 그 도시 지역의 느낌이 좀 되게 현실적으로 많이 다가왔던 것 같아요. 그러니까 이게 기존의 어떤 그러니까 배경으로만 존재하는 게 아니라 되게 그 장소에 제가 가본 느낌, 뭐 사람들의 무드라던가 아니면 뭐 공기, 냄새 같은 것까지 느껴지는 걸 느꼈는데 그래서 그런지 그 토네이도가 더 무섭게 느껴졌던 것 같아요. 감독님은 예전에 토네이도를 경험하신 적이 있으신가요? 미나리에도 뭐 나오지만.
In Minari, what happens is the family moves into a farm and then a tornado comes at night, maybe 2 weeks later. And this is something that actually happened in my life. So I took that situation and put that into Minari. And as a child, I was about 4 years old. It was at night. My parents took me and my sister out to a car, and we drove to a place where we could be safe from the tornado. And I always remembered that moment quite a lot. Tornadoes were a reality for us growing up. but also the landscape of that area of Arkansas and Oklahoma, of the people, the music, the work, for instance, farm work. All of those things are very much a big part of my memories. So within this movie, I tried to put a lot of that into the movie. So I'm very honored that you felt that when you watched it.
이게 볼 때 그 토네이도를 보통 다른 영화에서 볼 때처럼 되게 뭔가 어떤 장르, 그냥 재난 장르 영화에서 봤던 토네이도랑은 좀 다른 느낌을 받을 수 있었던 거는 그 지역을 정말 잘 알고 잘 묘사를 해주셨기 때문에 거기에 제가 들어가 있는 사람처럼 느낄 수 있었기 때문에 더 그 토네이도를 이렇게 체감할 수 있었던 것 같아요.
Oh, that's really wonderful to hear. Thank you very much. Yeah, we tried to be very much as accurate to tornadoes and to storm chasers as possible, to the culture there. So we had actual storm chasers inside of the movie. We had scientists who were advising us. We wanted to really create a feeling that if you were living in this place, what is that experience like to be chasing after storms, to be researching storms in a very exciting way. So I just tried to stay true to that, while at the same time make sure that the movie is an action movie and is fun and is like a ride, a roller coaster ride for audiences. So that was a lot of the thought that went into the research. I wanted the science to feel very real, but for everyone to have a really good time with it.
그걸 제가 이번에 이제 다시 한번 찾아서 봤는데 예전 너무 어렸을 때 봐갖고 기억이 잘 안 났었는데 다시 보니까 물론 당연히 이런 재난 속에서 역경을 이기고 살아난 인간들의 이야기를 다루고는 있지만 조금 더 그게 장르 안에 장르가 더 메인이 된 어떤 영화 같은 느낌을 받았는데 트위스터스 같은 경우는 장르를 뚫고 나오는 뭔가가 있었던 것 같아요. 그 살아남은 사람들의 이야기가 계속 돼간다. 이런 어려움을 겪은 사람들이 계속 살아가는 데 있어서 어떤 것이 필요한지. 그러니까 뭐 여주인공 같은 경우는 토네이도를 정복하려고 했던 사람이라고 생각이 들었어요. 남자친구를 빼앗아간 토네이도를 내가 정복해버려야지라는 생각을 가지고 접근했던 인물이 나중에는 그거를 어떤 삶에 같이 가야 될 존재, 뭔가 어떻게 보면 보듬어야 될 수도 있는 존재 같은 느낌으로 받아들이고 다시 한 발 더 나아가는 인물 같은 느낌을 받았거든요. 그런 지점이 되게 좋았던 것 같아요.
Yeah, I love movies that you can enjoy the genre if you want to. For instance, this movie is kind of an adventure movie, and a disaster movie, monster movie. Like if an audience wants to watch it with that only, then they can watch it in that way. But I also like when movies have something that is deeply human about it. For me, I'm not necessarily looking for some political message or anything like that, but simply to show humanity. I feel like that to me has always been very political. That in itself is a very strong thing that we can do, just to show people as they are and what they go through. So that's something that I was hoping to do. Also, you know, it's the same principle with Minari, to just show people in their lives and relationships. And then this one, to be able to do it in a very different way, with this, you know, sort of disaster movie type of context.
그렇다고 해서 인간을 다루는 영화라고 해서 영화가 그것만 보여주고 있는 것 같진 않고 그 재난 자체의 스펙타클을 보여주실 부분도 너무 리얼해갖고 장르로서도 충분히 즐길 수 있는 영화라고 생각이 듭니다.
Thank you very much. I feel like even in Concrete Utopia, the times that you show very wide shots of the city being destroyed, it's so powerful, and you have to see this big destruction for the movie to work on the human level. Like I feel like those two work together in such a wonderful way, and it would also be problematic to only show disaster in big spectacle. You know, you always have to anchor it within the human story. So I'm sure with Concrete Utopia, you must have had a lot of questions of how many times do I show this big destruction with VFX? and then how much do I show the human being's story? How did you ever take out a VFX shot because you felt it was too much?
오프닝, 보통 이런 영화의 특징이 오프닝에서 큰 재난을 보여주고 그 다음에 이야기를 시작하는 경우가 많은데, 그러면은 이게 이 영화를 볼 때 기대하는 바가 조금 다를 수도 있다고 생각이 들었어요. 그래서 그런 기대감을 애초에 심어주지 말자라는 생각이 들어서 처음에 오프닝에서는 그런 장면을 좀 최소화해서 보여주고, 오히려 중간에 그 주인공의 시점으로 그 재난 순간을 이렇게 뭔가 객관적인 시점이 아니라 딱 주인공 시점으로만 따라가는, 그래서 이 영화에는 재난 씬이 그렇게 많이 나올 수가 없었어요. 이 영화 안에 좀 잘 녹여낼 수 있는, 그리고 예산도 이제 제한이 있었기 때문에 그 안에서 최대한 할 수 있는 게 무엇일까를 고민을 되게 많이 했던 것 같아요.
But I think it's very effective, and even for us, we thought about that first sequence of the tornado chase. In the script, it said tornado, tornado. You see the tornado, but I was thinking it's better not to show it. That can be much more impact, you know. And the budget is always a limitation with VFX, I feel, but maybe it's a good limitation. It forces more creativity. For instance, working with Steven Spielberg, he talked a lot about Jaws when he was giving me advice on this project, that, you know, the shark, it stopped working. So much of that movie, he was not showing the shark because of that reason. And that creativity, I think, can actually create more interest and fear.
각색 이야기를 좀 여쭤보고 싶었는데, 그 원작이 있으니까 트위스터라는 원작에서 이제 이 영화로 옮겨질 때 좀 재밌었던 부분은 이게 선악 구도가 되게 명확했던 것 같거든요. 원작 트위스터에서는, 그러니까 뭔가 착한 사람과 나쁜 사람이 딱 있는 것 같아서. 근데 그거를 이제 옮겨 오실 때 조금 흐릿하게 만드신 거 아닌가라는 느낌을 받았어요. 그래서 더 토네이도라는 어떤 큰 재난과 인간들, 약간 이렇게 좀 구분이 더 잘 보였던 것 같은데, 그런 걸 하실 때 어떤 느낌으로 작업을 하셨는지 궁금해요.
Well, I felt like it starts with nature itself. Even the tornadoes, we can't say that they're all bad. You know, it's almost like there's a saying that my editor Terry Shropshire said to me. She said that there's a saying in Africa that water has no enemy, but it can do a lot of damage, but it can also do a lot of good. And I think nature is very much like that. And I was interested in this movie. If we're going to talk about tornadoes as something that we can love and admire and be in awe of, but at the same time something that can be scary, that can destroy, I'd love for the way that we look at people to not just be black and white either. Like the characters in this movie are also, they can be dangerous, but they can be good. And I love that twist and turn of humanity in a sense, that they're not just bad. And for instance, Lee Byung-hun in your film, I felt carries that very well. Like he's in many ways an anti-hero, but you understand him in many ways too. You know, so I felt like I saw that in your movie.
그거를 가장 신경 쓰면서 만들었던 것 같아요, 영화를 만들 때. 되게 좀 궁금했던 부분인데, 원작에서는 그게 그 스크린에 샤이닝에서 잭 니콜슨이 막 도끼질을 하는 장면에서 넘어가잖아요. 근데 프랑켄슈타인으로 바꾸신 이유가 있으실 것 같은데 어떤 이유였는지 되게 궁금했어요.
Well, for mine, I did feel like the last tornado is a bit of a monster, and it's created in some ways. It's a little bit unnatural as well. So for me, this movie felt like it was a monster movie. So I wanted to create a little bit of a homage to Frankenstein. Yeah, so that's how I came to choose that. And interestingly, for the longest time, we were using the sound and dialogue from the movie in real time. So anytime if you played Frankenstein with our movie, it would line up. But in the end, some trims were made, but we tried to keep it as real as possible to the actual movie.
그 프랑켄슈타인이라는 것 자체가 어떻게 보면은 인간이 신의 영역에 좀 도전하는 그런 거잖아요. 그게 이 토네이도에 도전하는 어떤 인간들의 모습하고도 겹치는 것 같아서 흥미로웠던 것 같습니다.
I do think there is some hubris that we're talking about in the movie, and it's not just what the characters are doing to try to destroy a tornado. It's also the hubris in the way a lot of storms are being created around the world. You know, the rate of extreme weather around the world is, in many ways, we could say that we've created that. So I thought a lot about that as some kind of metaphor as well within the movie that I thought would be interesting if the birth of the tornado happens at a specific location in the film that was very intentional. Yeah, if you see where it happens and how it comes to be, it's meant to feel like Frankenstein, but it's also happening at a very specific structure.
원작에서 나왔던 비슷한 사람이 한 명을 제가 발견했는데 그 모자 쓰고 이렇게 헤드폰 낀 그 배우 앤서니 했던 그 옆에 있는 분이 원작에는 되게 그 안타고니스트 메인 안타고니스트로 나왔던 것 같은데 그 지점이 좀 깨알같이 좀 재밌었던 것 같아요. 그렇게 비슷한 차림으로 나오게 된 게.
Yeah, I loved working with his name is David Corenswet, and he was cast as Superman while we were filming Twisters. So he's going to be the next Superman in James Gunn's Superman next year. He came to us and he was so excited about playing an anti-hero. He had so many ideas. So that role was very small in the script, but the more that he was acting, the more I loved what he was doing, and I was making it bigger and bigger. And I just love what he did. But at the same time he was doing our movie, he was going and doing auditions for Superman. So that was really fun. When he was finally cast as Superman, our actors were so excited. They were like shouting and filming a video for him, and it was a lot of fun.
배우들 얘기를 잠깐 여쭤보고 싶은데 두 남녀 주인공 배우분이 아니 뭐 세 분이 한국에서는 뭐 이렇게 지금 어떻게 보면 약간 생소하실 수 있는 배우분들인데 미국에서는 어느 정도 인지도가 있는 분들인지 물론 이제 탑건이나 가제가 노래하는 곳 같은 되게 좋은 영화에 나오시긴 했지만 그 캐스팅 과정이 어떠셨는지 어떤 기준으로 하셨는지 되게 궁금한 부분 있습니다.
Yeah, I feel like our actors are known in the U.S. Last year when we were casting, they were not necessarily super famous as actors, but they're very well respected. But what was great was the studio wanted to do that with me, to really invest in these actors who are incredibly talented, who we see a lot of potential in, and who can be the future of Hollywood. And this was a good way to have an opportunity for them to show just what incredible movie stars they are. And I think with the release of this movie, I'm hoping it really cemented for people in America that these are future stars of Hollywood. These are really our future. So I'm very excited about that.
트위스터스 정말 재미있는 영화고요. 재미뿐만이 아니라 사람이 보이는 영화라고 생각합니다. 그래서 기존의 재난 영화들과는 또 차이점이 있는 것 같고 극장에서 보셔도 절대 후회하지 않을 영화니까 꼭 극장에 와서 보시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 꼭 추천드립니다.
I've been so excited talking to director Tae-hwa about Concrete Utopia and Twisters. I really feel like he's such a talented director, and I'm so excited for what he's going to add to cinema here and all around the world with what he does. The movies that he's doing are very human. So it's wonderful to talk about disasters and humanity in this conversation. And I really wish him all the best. Thank you very much.
감사합니다.